All right, so Real Madrid and Atletico Madrid tie 1-1. Um, Atletico Madrid got helped by VAR and the refs with that not even accident by accident Chouameni hit someone with his heel, but whatever. They took the lead at the half 1-0, and then Real Madrid basically came to life. They got that goal from Mbappé. They tried to get the second one, but just Vinicius Jr., man, like I don't second game in a row where he just can't finish goals, and it's very frustrating because when it's without Mbappe, he plays fine, but with Mbappe, he can't do shit for shit. So, and that's very troubling, especially with the schedule not even getting easier from here on out. They got Manchester City twice. I mean, they got La Liga games, but you can win those. That's fine. But you also got Barcelona later down the line, which with Real Madrid and Atletico Madrid being separated by 1 point, could be crucial if they lose that game. Because Real Madrid this season has not been able to beat the big teams. Lost twice to Barcelona, tied twice to Atletico Madrid, lost to Liverpool, lost to AC Milan. So, and they got Manchester City coming up next. So, Real Madrid this season just not shown not to be the Real Madrid of old, where they can come in late and win games. And I've not heard that mentioned once in the last few months. You know, when we talk about Real Madrid, oh, Real Madrid, they 5 minutes ago, Real Madrid got this. But I've not heard, I didn't hear it for this game. I didn't hear it in the Copa del Rey. I didn't hear it last week. I didn't hear it the weeks before. So, those are my thoughts on Real Madrid as a whole and in this game. Jason, what are your thoughts?
Oscar cannot hear. You need some hearing aids, some co-plants, whatever. Hearing co-plant, hearing. I don't know. All right. I'm gonna go into that call. It was unintentional. It was so bad that even the commentators were going, "What the hell? Why?" Looking at the angles, it did not look like he even touched him. It looked as though you're like if I was passing Oscar in a hallway and accidentally brushed up against him. Oh, sorry, Bruno. Sorry, bro. All right, okay, whatever. You know, going into the other room. That's what it looked like. There was no penalty. So for the VAR for the VAR to come in was absolutely bullcrap, and this should have been a 1-0 Real Madrid lead and win, because Atletico shouldn't have gotten that penalty at all. That against Real Madrid, they just shouldn't have. There were so many times with Vinny going to Rodrigo going to Mbappe, and they couldn't finish it. It was too low, and it was easy for Oblak to save. A lots of offsides. Their passing game was mid. Bellingham didn't really do much at midfield either. Camavinga came into the game. He missed it too. Just a lot of crossbars, a lot of passes that the goalie could make a save very easily. It was like there was no effort from Real Madrid. And again, we're going to be told, oh my God, you guys aren't soccer players. You guys don't get it. But we're commentators. This is what we do. We're spectators. So respect it. And it just didn't look like there was a lot of effort from them to win. And this level of play is not going to win you a game against Manchester City. You guys cannot afford to lose even one game against Manchester City. You're only ahead of Atletico by 1 point. That's it. It's not like, oh, they're ahead by 3 points, 5 points, 6 points. They can do it. No. Now, the one thing I'll bring up, and the English commentators were talking about this, Real Madrid has been, or the Madrid TV stations, and they were getting criticized by the English broadcasters, have been basically in their pre-games and in the days before the game. Oh, but the refs. Oh, but the ref. They're calling out the refs. Now, their commentary was, they really shouldn't be doing that because they're the most popular team in Spain. They're the best team in Spain. They're the biggest team in Spain. They have the most finances. They're the most popular. They have the most championships. So I disagree and I agree and I disagree. I agree with them because I think Real Madrid is better than that. In its history. Think about it when Beckham was there. Think about it when all these guys were around in Real Madrid, right? Just a year ago when they won, just not too long ago when they won the Champions League, and we were here streaming that game. They came back to win it, right? And they came in and won it. And they just got to focus on who they are. You are Real Madrid. You are the biggest team in Spain, one of the biggest teams on the planet, around the world, right? But I also disagree with that because I think we ought to call out the refs. I think there's two reasons. I'm an American, and I feel like free speech is a big thing. Now, in Spain, I don't know, again, if that's a big thing, right? I just don't know that. I'm not from Spain, so someone can comment on that. But the other problem the other reason I disagree with it is I think the fans and the people at the TV stations should be able to call out the refs, because then who's going to call out the refs? Because they were saying, oh, if they did that and the other federations would come down on them like a hammer. That wouldn't be allowed in the English leagues and the English Premier Leagues. Okay, but this is not the English leagues. We're talking about Spain. And no matter what league you're in, I think the officials ought to be criticized. Because if you don't criticize the officials and they don't get any heat or any pressure, they're never going to think they did anything wrong. Oscar?
Yeah, I agree. But, man, like, again, referees have been an issue throughout VAR has been an issue since its inception, in 2018, so.
And they're not going to get rid of it.
Nope.
There's no way. It's like when, the NHL brought in video replay in 2020 or 2021. And now they're not going to get rid of it. And they're complaining now because, it adds too much time. You guys have not met baseball. Okay, or Monopoly. RS games is very boring when you have to play that kind of game. You drink with that. Fuck, I'm not playing Monopoly sober. Actually, maybe I should. So but
do you want to sell your property for $200?
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. And it's on my blue properties. Anyway, in my hotels. So look, regardless, the VAR is here. And we say this. How many times do you and I say this to our football teams, to my hockey team, to my baseball team? You guys cannot rely on the refs. You guys cannot let the refs do the ref things. You have to get ahead so when the ref makes a stupid call, you're not affected. So Real Madrid needs to be Real Madrid and come out and kick some ass.
Yep.
Score early, score big, take a lead. So when that kind of VAR replay happens, guess what? Or review happens, you're not suffering here, and we're not talking about, oh my God, the refs. We're not talking about it before the game or after the game. Seriously. Like, play the game, do it right, and the refs won't have an effect on you.
Yep. So that'll do it for this stream. That'll do it for this post game.